Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Hey, here comes the danger up in this club. When we get started, man, we ain't gonna stop. We gonna turn it out till it gets too hot. Everybody sing, hey, tell 'em turn it out till they can't no more. Let's get this thing shaking like a disco ball. This is your last one and a courtesy call. I am not afraid.
Happy Monday, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio.
Yeah, it is a happy Monday.
It is Happy Monday. Lord, I'm down a little bit there. Okay,
Turn it down. Turn it down, buddy.
I was actually 2 down. I need to turn it up.
Oh.
Turn it up! Oh,
Turn it up. Boom.
Monday night. Well, yeah. Defenders Live is on the radio. Mojo 50 or iHeartRadio or
Anywhere else you want to go?
anywhere else you can go find podcasts or anything like that. But mainly the Mojo 50.
Stitcher, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, any of those.
All the good stuffs. All the good stuffs.
All the.
Anyway, go to doaeshow.com for everything that is Defenders. You can catch archives. You can buy gear.
Yes. Including your Jackhole gear, which, by the way,
clothes
Jackhole Nation
and-
gear. That's amazing. You should buy it.
Yes. You can buy the shirts and mugs and hats, leggings and sports brassieres.
Yes. All of those
Everyone
things.
And so much more. Go over there, doaeshow.com. Find us on the Facebooks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the YouTubes.
Yes. Oh, and if you
am I
want to
missing
try and
one?
communicate
All
with
of them
us.
also at DOAE Show.
But what if you want to communicate with us?
You can also find us with our hashtag. Thank you for reminding me of that. Hashtag arm yourselves.
So hashtag arm yourselves. That's on the Twitters, yes?
That is on the Twitters. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure it'll work anywhere, but yeah, mainly Twitters.
That's at DOA Show, at Steven Airey, at Dylan Lyles on the Twitters. It's there.
It is there, and it is up and running, and it is, the beginning of the week. Holy smokes. So much going on. Okay.
Roz is very happy because she can hardly see the seam between the two of us. Just every time you move your arm to the one side.
So does I. I noticed I was flipping to see the Facebook, and I'm like, holy smokes, like I'm
It doesn't look too bad, but you look like a giant. I mean,
I was gonna say I'm way bigger than you.
yeah.
I mean, I am anyway, but I look like I'm in a high chair compared.
You
to
really do. You look like you're in a high chair, and I look like I'm ducking down. Like, oh,
I was say, which ironically enough is between the two of us, you're the one that would need the high chair.
That's right, because I'm short.
You are short. Thank y'all for listening. We got a lot to dive into.
Oh, yes, we do.
Short amount of time. First off,
Before we do.
Oops.
What are you doing?
I hit the wrong button and I lost the stuff. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who's got the button? Look, you know what? Restricting your free speech is
There we go.
restricting the truth. See, the far left, they've crossed the line. They're silencing conservatives across America. They're shadow banning people on Twitter, on Facebook. They're blocking ads on YouTube. They're restricting the searches on Google and removing conservative apps from all the Apple stores and everything else. These actions, they're in direct attack on our First Amendment rights. It's time for the conservative America to wake up. You have a choice. You can fight back. With veteran-led Patriot Mobile, America's only conservative cell phone company, every phone call protects your constitutional rights. Every bill fights for your freedoms. Get the same reliable nationwide coverage you already have, and know that your hard-earned money is supporting conservative organizations like the Heritage Foundation, the NRA, and the Alliance Defending Freedom Fund. With plans starting as low as $25 a month, why wait? Call 1-800-A-PATRIOT. Use the promo code MOJO50. That's the promo code MOJO50 when you call them at 1-800-A-PATRIOT or visit them at patriotmobile.com/mojo to waive your activation fees today. We will not be silent. Join us and the thousands of Americans. Switch to Patriot Mobile today and let your freedom ring.
Yay. You feel better now? We got that out of the way? I feel
I
better.
do.
Sorry, I
feel
hit the
better.
wrong button and I couldn't find it quick enough. So anyway, before we get started, Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak at DOA Show. When is at Dylan Lyles going to model one of those sports bras like he did those yoga pants that fit him oh so well?
That's when somebody challenges him to do so, and then he leaves for 6 months and then has to come back and finally gets to wear them.
I've
answer
learned
your
my
question.
lesson to keep my mouth shut. That's for
When Dylan decides to open his mouth again and take a challenge that he should never have taken in the first place.
This is true. While we're on the Twitters real quick, some random jackhole, hashtag arm yourselves, even if it's with a high point pistol.
That's right.
Hashtag what I learned today at DOAE show.
That's
yeah,
right.
You know what? A high point is good for clubbing someone.
Mm-hmm.
That's about all it's good for, but it's still good.
It's still good enough. It's good enough.
It is good enough. It works. It beats having nothing.
And you know what else beats having nothing?
No.
The Unplanned movie. Apparently, it beat out Captain Marvel. It beat out Captain Marvel, which was a big nothing. It was a big nothing.
Yes. It despite all of the resistance. I hate using that word because it sounds so stupid.
Uh-huh.
All of the restrictions, all of the blocking on Twitter, that was fun to watch last night.
The fact that they rated it R.
Yes, they rated it R because they had a showing of an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was, and I saw this on Twitter, so I'm stealing this. I apologize to whoever actually wrote it. I can't remember who you are, but it was awesome. But I thought it was just a medical procedure. So if it's just a medical procedure, why would you need the rated R or the R rating? Just saying.
I don't know. It was a medical procedure. It shouldn't
simply
be
a medical procedure. But notably, Unplanned had a $6 million budget, racked up a cumulative per screen average of $5,770 per screen.
That's a
edging
lot.
out the big budget flick Captain Marvel, which is a $152 million budget.
So think about that. A $6 million budget film beat out a $152 million budget film. Not only that, but it also scored a 93 in a Rotten Tomatoes, which is an amazing score for any movie.
Yeah, I don't know of any other movies offhand that
get that high.
That got even that high. I
on
really
an opening
don't.
set. That's amazing.
And not on a new movie. Now, if it's been a classic that's been around since Moby Dick was a minnow, then yes, you're going to have some. You know, Citizen Kane is ranked at a 90.
Sure, whatever.
Fine, whatever. Ben-Hur, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
I get that. But not a brand new movie.
And not one that's specifically made for this sort of purpose. All the ones that get those high ratings are usually the art shop, fancy pants, nobody else is going to see it except for the critic sort of movies that nobody cares about.
The thing that I do find a little cute though is that I say cute, it beat out Captain Marvel, who these people tried to force they tried virtue signaling and all of this crap. And here is a movie, Unplanned, who just pops out and just kind of goes, you know what? Let's do something legit. One could argue is still considered political, has a leaning, has a preference that a lot of people may not agree with. But the fact of the matter is that it beat out the movie that had all the virtue signaling, that had all this pandering and ass kissing and et cetera, that it shows where the country is really sitting.
Yes. Now let me kind of qualify this. They haven't beat them out as far as ticket sales total.
No.
But what they're talking about is the amount of the average screen, the average price per screen, which was extremely high for such a small budget film. Now this film has only made $6.1 million, and it's in the first weekend. Okay, it was the number 5 in the box office and everything else, but its first weekend out, it made $6.1 million. That's its entire budget.
Yep. But the reason it was able to do so well is because the leads didn't come out and say, well, we only expect to have one demographic of people on here or part of our show or whatever. They didn't isolate an entire group. They just kind of said, okay, this is what we feel we need to put out. And if you're interested, come watch. And if not, God bless you. And this is what happens when you do something that is meaningful without trying to cram it down someone's throat.
Right. And they did this the right way. They made a very good movie with really good actors, with a genuine story that wasn't just cramming everything down in your face.
Yep.
It's something Izzo doesn't know too much about.
It was on his chin there for a little bit.
A little bit there. Just saying. That's all beside the point. But other things that we wanted to talk about today.
Yes, there's more. There's
as far as unplanned goes, there are other things that have been unplanned, including Joe Biden touching women inappropriately.
Yeah,
they didn't plan to be touched, thus it was unplanned.
Unwanted, and I would highly recommend a deep scrub, probably with turpentine and a Brillo pad. Probably
so. And that could be a secondary movie. Instead of unplanned, it could just be unwanted and a picture of Biden's face. Or that creepy sign where like they have like all the images of where Joe Biden's like coming around somebody and giving them like the like, hey baby,
and it's always that same thing.
Same
it's hand on the shoulders.
It's the same thing.
Sniffs the hair right behind the
and then
the
gives
ear.
him a kiss on the top of the head or something. It's like, it's so creepy.
And I
stop it, Uncle Joe. This isn't the family reunion. Stop it.
No, it isn't. Well, and what makes it worse is like he's doing the same thing that Clinton did, or he's headed that direction anyway. Let's put it that way.
Right. What is the meaning of the is?
Yeah, and it just creeps me out. Like who you can't tell me that people don't see this. We're not the only ones that sees this and sees it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And these people still will get up on stage with him and still allow him to stand back there. And vice president or ex-vice president or no, I'd be like, bruh, you touch my wife, Secret Service or no, you're going down, dude. You're not going to touch my wife or my kid at all. You stand stand next to me.
Mm-hmm.
You want to put your hands on shoulders, put them on mine. Nuzzle my hair if you want to. Otherwise, stand here and behave.
Back off. And here's the thing.
Pretty much.
We all know he is creepy Uncle Joe. It just so happens that now Democrats are attacking creepy Uncle Joe.
It's about time. Well, I'm thankful for that because.
Oh yeah, and Wendy over the Facebook. Wendy over the Facebook says, "Me Too is silent on this. F them, right?
Yeah, Me Too is always silent.
They are, because it's only me. It's not you. Get it?
Yep.
It's only me too. I don't care about you.
Yeah. We got it.
Hashtag me too.
Gotcha. I see that.
It's me
Very
too.
Good. Okay.
Me. It's all about me.
Right.
Did you not catch that? It's all about.
No, I got it. No,
me.
wait, I'm right there with you. Wait, we're right there. You see, I know there's a slight delay and lag on my end, but we're right here.
Over on the Twitter page, Zig the Trucking Gator says, "I have you guys in earbuds. I never want to hear Steven whisper in my ear like that again, please. Thank you."
He does it to me too. I got my earbuds in and I'm sitting here waiting for the show, and every now and again he'll just get up real quietly and he'll ask on occasion, "How am I doing?"
Hey,
and I just
does
like
that sound good to you?
Feel dirty, unviolated. I probably have most of these women feel when Uncle Joe sniffs their hair.
I think that's it. I think it is, except for I'm doing it to you and apparently to Zig, the Trucking Gator. So that's funny.
That's nasty.
James in Louisiana says, "By the way, guys, all I can afford right now is a High Point, unless you want to be, unless you want to do a fundraiser to get me a better pistol." I had no problems with your High Point, bro.
Look, I don't have.
That's
look,
Dylan. That's all Dylan.
I said, it beats not having anything at all. It works. Now, you need to make sure you're running good ammo. I know for a fact because I had a High Point. I had a 9mm High Point that I put some crappy ammo in. Make sure it's good ammo. If it has good ammo, it's fairly accurate. If it's not. I mean, you're not going to be winning any contests with it, but it serves its purpose and it's fine if that's all you have.
Yes.
It beats a baseball bat.
Exactly, and that's
by
the point.
A lot.
That's the point. It beats the baseball bat. It beats a knife. That's not a knife.
No, this is a knife.
It's a knife.
It's a knife.
It's a knife, right? So Elizabeth Warren's financial director quit.
Boo. I mean,
amid fundraising struggles.
I mean, who cares?
I mean, whatever. Nobody cares. Oh my gosh, you are the besides Hillary Clinton, you are the least relatable person here. And by here I mean in the United States.
You mean you didn't feel relatable? You didn't feel like you could have a beer with Rank the Beer?
No, I can't have a beer with her. No, you, Elizabeth Warren, you are the least relatable person. You fake. You phony.
You fraud.
And you fool. Sorry, not sorry.
I just...
Please, exit stage left. Somebody get the hook.
Somebody get the hook. Your sound vibrates back to you.
Oh.
Yeah, see, so it would imply that, no.
Nothing here.
She just kind of says,
nope, not gonna do it.
Not gonna
do it. Now, before we get to the next story, I do want to tell you guys a little bit about some Ridgezone.
Yeah.
You see, Ridgezone, if you've already, already rejected your New Year's resolutions or your chance to lose weight, there is an answer, Dylan.
There is an answer? Tell me this answer, because Fatty McFatface sitting here could use a little bit of help. What could I go to? What would I use?
Try Ridgezone.
Really? That's a funny name.
See, it's America's first weight management supplement.
What?
It has OEA in it. Do you not know what that is?
No, I don't. Tell me what OEA is.
No, I don't know. I can't pronounce it. It's not. But it is a natural metabolite made of olive oil, and it's already produced in the human body. But as you age, you lose most of it. So your body needs a supplement to help replace that. And see, what OEA does is it helps stimulate your metabolism and also keep you feeling full at the same time. So you feel full, your metabolism kicks in, so you burn fat without getting really hungry all the time.
Oh, couldn't I just drink the olive oil straight and be done with it?
Yeah, if you want to drink like 15 gallons.
Oh, well.
And then you will be full and also sick. So better to try Ridgezone. If you go to www.ridgezone.com, and when you order, you'll receive 30% off.
Off of what?
Off of 30% off automatically.
Off the whole thing? Nice.
Yeah, it's a special. 30% off automatically. It applies to your 3-bottle supply for 3 months. So a 3-month supply. If you go to riduzone.com, that's RIDU zone.com.
Yeah, I'm going to need to try some of that.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. You know what else? You know another reason why?
I'm a big fat fatty.
You know a reason why, though?
Because I'm a big fat fat. We just established this.
No, because white people diets are killing your environment, stupid.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before we go into
What?
Zig the Trucking Gator over on Twitter.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I've ever seen a high point anywhere but on social media. I'm starting to think they're mythical. I've never even seen one at a store.
Awesome.
I've had them, and you know what? It's there again. It beats literally not having anything. It's irritating me sorely.
Oh yeah, we'll get to it now. While you're getting to it, you should
Speaking
also,
of losing weight and
everything else, you should check out this new study. It says white people diets are killing the environment.
Oh well, good. So me being rotund is not good. It's not bad enough, but apparently me trying to just regular dieting or regular food is killing the planet.
Yes.
Is there anything? Is there anything that is not in this world that is not eventually going to be blamed on white society, on white male especially?
No, because we can go to that next story and say that if you really love LGBTQ people, you can stop eating Chick-fil-A. But we'll get to there in a second.
Shut the hell up.
We'll get to there in a minute. Look, we have to talk about this study. See, white people are already accused of hogging the majority of jobs, film roles, and housing. Get the hogging.
Yeah.
And now they're getting blamed for eating up the Earth's natural resources, too.
Oh, of course they are. Caucasians population are disproportionately contributing to climate change through their eating habits, which uses up more food and emits more greenhouse gases than the typical diets of Black and Latino communities, according to a new report published by the Journal of Industrial Ecology.
Oh.
Researchers tracked the information from multiple databases to identify foods considered, quote,
environmentally intensive.
Wait.
By requiring some precious resources such as water, land, and energy to produce.
Wait.
And as a result...
Everything requires water, land, or other natural resources to produce.
Yeah, well, apparently not everything, because they've had to look at everything. As a result of releasing more greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide through the production and distribution. Beef, potatoes, apples, milk, and small are some of the worst offenders. So if you like your meat and potatoes, if you like to
which
have...
I do.
Yeah, well, I do. You get apples and milk, so you got some cereal, apparently.
Apple Jacks.
Honey Nut Cheerios, man. Honey Nut Cheerios, or even a good granola cereals.
Ooh.
It's like way too much sugar, but oh my god, it's so good.
Okay. So here's the thing. I'm allergic to a lot of food.
Yeah, you are.
I really am.
That's part of the reason why you are as skinny as you are, is because there's not a lot you can
See, here's
eat.
the thing. I can eat most heavily fatty foods, though. Like, I can eat pork. I can eat beef.
Yeah, but that's the good fats, and as long as you keep eating it, it keeps the metabolism up.
Yeah, but I can't have beans. I can't have legumes. I can't have peas. I can't have a lot of stuff. But this,
You're on a variation of keto.
Dude, I could go down the list, and it would take me about another half an hour just to kind of let you know. All right.
What you can eat is shorter than what you can't.
Right. And so, what they're saying is the primary sustenance of my life, because I can't eat anything else, is causing the environment to die. And it's a lie.
It is. Well, again, it's one more thing because going back, for those of you, this is just in case you weren't aware of it. Carbon dioxide is what plants breathe.
Yes.
That's what makes them grow big and strong. That's actually why when they say if you sing or talk to a plant, it grows big and it strengthens much bigger and seems to stay healthier longer.
Sure. Yeah.
It's not your sound of your voice. It's not any of that. It's the exhaust coming out of your mouth.
Right. It's just your breath.
It's the carbon coming out of your mouth.
And when they do the music and stuff like that, it's not really the music. It's kind of just the fluctuation of air throughout the plants and everything else. It's a weird thing. But we could go on and on about it. We really could. But I wanted to dig in this before the break. I wanted to get into the Chick-fil-A thing. So this is an opinion piece, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm just going to read this to you. When I was growing up, there were few things as exciting to me as a trip to the Regency Mall for lunch at Chick-fil-A. My family did not have much money then, so eating out was a rare treat. But when we took the trip, it included waffle fries, an ingenious food so alien to southern Wisconsin in the early 80s that they seemed like small, salty miracles of tiny, still soft minds. Son of a gun, we're going to have to get over this on the other side of the break.
That's all right. We need music to play with it anyway.
Yes, I do. I'm going to have to reset this with the music.
Yeah.
We'll
try it again.
We'll do that on the other side of the break. Hold on. And break.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak at DOA show. If you eat enough beans and legumes, you fall victim to the restrictions of the new Green Deal when it passes.
Yeah. See, that's
awesome.
true. That's true. Let's see over on the Facebook, the warmists intentionally confuse carbon dioxide with carbon monoxide.
Yeah. I get them mixed up actually all the time. Because I don't do that. That part of science was never my thing. I was more of a physics guy. I know, laugh at it. It's funny. I was more into the math and the physics and junk.
I mean, that makes sense. Rocky over there on the Facebook says Steven is like the bubble boy. Sort of.
Minus the bubble. He's like, you realize he's like 2 or 3 meals away from the bubble. If that. If that. James on Twitter. Oh my God! If you're coming to MojoCon, I'll let you hold mine.
Oh, he's talking about the gun.
The
yeah.
9mm. Or talking about his high point.
High point, yeah. That's the funny thing right there.
They're good. It is better by far than absolutely nothing.
Apparently, Jeremy Hansen says the best food in the world can be ordered from almost any bar or tavern in Wisconsin. Hi, Jennifer. She just joined and she said hi, guys. So hi. Hi. Nice lady.
Hi, lady.
Lady. All right, we got a whole bunch of other stuff, but yeah, we're gonna reset this and we're gonna hit this.
You got music ready?
Yeah, I got music.
Good.
Yeah, good. All right.
Good.
Coming back.
And welcome back, everybody. Defenders Live is on the radio. Dylan and Steven. Go to doaeshow.com. Check out all the gear over there. Check out all the archives and stuff. Yeah, you saw that too, huh?
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Sent us a little meme. It's a cow standing next to Ocasio-Cortez. Sorry.
There you go.
Says, here, pull my hoof. Oh, dad humor. I love it.
Oh,
it's so good.
You too can join us on the Twitters. That is at DOAE Show. Use the hashtag arm yourselves.
Yes.
You can also find us on the Facebooks and Instagrams and all this other jazz. Every social media platform, anywhere you can find podcasts and whatnot.
We are there.
Radio, Spotify.
Most likely. And if we're not there, just tell us, and we'll get there. I promise.
Yeah. We'll be there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
Jeremy over on the Facebook says, what can you drink, Steven Airey? I can drink a lot. I can drink.
You can drink anything. It's the eating party has the problem with.
Like a lot of smoothies I can't have because of, mostly fruit and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really just food.
He's not allowed to eat.
Stuff that started out as a solid. That's where I'm out on a lot of things.
It's weird because I feel bad because half the time I forget, and so I'm like, "Hey, let's go do it." He's like, "I can't." And I'm like, "Oh,
you can have it. I'll sit there and watch you eat it and smell it. It'll smell delicious."
Yeah, see, I'm a jerk like that. So
Kevin over the Facebook says, "Yank my udder."
That's just nasty.
What is the me we have going on? Well,
I'm scared to look over there. I've been so busy this
at
past
least it's
weekend, I haven't been on, and so I know
our
I'm
page at the MeWe, okay? Our page at the MeWe, not the Mojo main page, because there's too much going on there at all times.
There is. Actually.
Oh, it's just James talking about his 9mm. Okay.
It's a good 9. He's got the 9mm high point too. It's very nice.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that has it.
It's the only thing I will admit that I was not a fan of, as far as that gun is concerned, is the plastic handle. The whole lower half of the gun is plastic.
And that's horrible.
It's very weird feeling because the top part where all the guts are is all like a solid heavy metal. So it feels like a toy gun, but it's not. It's again, it's sturdy, it's reliable, it does its due.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it hurts them just as bad when you shoot them, no matter what. So
and speaking of weapons and shooting people and things like that, maybe you should check out Tar River Arms.
You should check out Tar River Arms.
See, Tar River Arms is America's virtual gun store, the most convenient place in the world to shop for firearms.
And why is it?
Well, for one,
convenient.
They're America's first virtual gun store.
They are.
They're making it easier and more comfortable than ever to purchase your firearms online.
Yes, they are. So you can do it in your jammies.
That's right. They accommodate. They accommodate for the online generation. Not only that, but they have a full 3D interactive experience, so you can see the gun from every single angle. Plus, they've got weekly specials. They've got great guns, great prices, at great service. Soon, come July, they will have an actual storefront. If you want to go into their store, it'll be in Wake Forest, North Carolina.
Guess who's going to be there?
Us. For sure.
And actually, I found out there's a couple of jackals that'll be there as well.
Heck yeah. We're going to be
weekend
rocking
party.
that place hard.
Yes, we are.
Anyway, they also have layaway
Worker.
and consignment options available, so you can go check that out. Also, anything you want, man. They open up the marketplace straight into your living rooms, basically. It is amazing. Go check them out. TRAguns.com. TRAguns.com. Tell them Steven over at Mojo sent you. TRAguns.com. Okay, so I think I've got the music ready.
All right. You want to try this again?
Yeah, we're going to try this again. Okay, reset.
Okay.
All right, let me get the
And ready? 3,
bravado in there. Okay.
2,
Yeah.
1,
Uh-huh.
go.
When I was growing up, there were a few things as exciting to me as a trip to the Regency Mall in Racine, Wisconsin for lunch at Chick-fil-A. My family didn't have much money then, so eating out was a rare treat, but when the trip included waffle fries and ingenious foods so alien to the southern Wisconsin in the early 80s, that they seem like small, salty miracles. Their tiny, still soft mind. It's almost too much for me to take. Still, as delicious as the Georgia-based fried food company, as delicious as they weren't my only weakness as a kid. When I wasn't fantasizing about Greece, I was spending my young, swishy days doing a really shitty job at hiding my insatiable hunger for other boys. I was the kind of gay that doesn't go unnoticed. It wasn't until I escaped to college that I finally began to accept who and what I was. Once I did, I vowed that I would never let anyone make me feel like I was less than them simply because I lusted after and loved other men. So you can imagine how upsetting it was for me when Chick-fil-A's president, Dan Cathy, came out as a homophobe in 2012 by claiming, quote, "We are inviting God's judgment on our nation when we shake our fist at him and say, we know better than you as to what constitutes a marriage. And I pray that God's mercy on our generation that has such a prideful, arrogant attitude to think that we have the audacity to define what marriage is about." Even worse, the company put its money where Kathy's vile mouth was by donating millions of dollars each year to anti-LGBT organizations via the WinShape nonprofit organization. I really don't want to go on with this, honestly. I'm kind of tired of it now.
Bored.
I'm getting bored. This is kind of like
crying and
I know I can only do this for
whatnot
so
for so
long, and it's really
so-
boring. Look,
that night
this
I'd
one
used that to
guy,
wipe my
he's writing an
hands off.
opinion puff piece. Obviously, he's gay. He's from the HuffPo originally. This is on Yahoo, and he's just very upset that a company that has Christian origins made a lot of money and made something so good that he can't not go.
You know, they call that an addiction.
Right.
And as I had a discussion about it today, the point of all beginnings of all addictions comes from a lack of being content. See, he's clearly not content with his lifestyle, so
Right. He's
he has
clearly
to fill
not-
it
yeah.
with the awesomeness that is Chick-fil-A, and by doing that, he just feels dirty in the end because he feels he's betraying who he's really is.
Right. So he's no longer super. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, he's now full and not by the kind of meat he was hoping to be. And yet, he's upset about that because, God forbid, you could do something with and around somebody else who believes something differently than you and still have that as a point of, I don't know, common ground?
Yeah. And see,
You know
that's
what I
the-
mean?
That's the thing. Why does it matter? Okay? Why does it matter so much to you that the food that you loved so much as a kid is owned by a Christian guy who backs his Christian beliefs, and so does the company? What does that mean for you? Nothing. Just go eat the food.
It's to keep you alive. It has nothing to do with anything else. Right. And this is so not on our list, but this kind of taps into the whole, what was it, the trans visibility day?
Yeah, that was the other day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the other day. So
No. That was they replaced Veterans Memorial Day, like a Veteran Memorial Day with veteran. No, not veteran. Sorry, Vietnam War Day. Vietnam War Memorial Day with Trans Awareness Day or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. The point of it is, it's like I seen something that Alyssa Milano had tweeted.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cookie was on there touting her crap, and I made some comment. She was like, "I'm with you on this, the Trans Visibility Day," and I tweeted at her. I said, "The trans community, LGBTQ, LMNOP, the whole nine, all of them, or all 180, whatever it is, they're in the media in one facet or another every single day. How much more do you need? How much more visibility does a person need? Or in this case, a group?" And then I had some guy or girl, I couldn't tell which it started out with or where it was trying to end, but tried sitting there saying that just my questioning was hate crimes, and how if that their presence annoys me, then they're doing what they're supposed to, and that's how they're being noticed. And I said, look, you should be being noticed for who you are on the inside, not what your little struggle and your battle of who you think you are on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you think you're a man in a woman's body or a woman in a man's body. I don't care if you're a horse in a dog's body. It
doesn't matter.
You could be, and an example, I started sending the guy. I was like, this guy, or this person may be an amazing violinist.
Sure.
And we'll never know, because the only thing you're shoving in everyone's face is, oh, look at me, my poor struggle, wah, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you get upset because people literally start acting the way you start accusing them of acting.
Yes. See,
because you push them to that point.
This one's not a snowflake. This one is a cream puff, and I want to refer to my dad on this one, where he says, "I guess he just prefers Krispy Kreme." Amazing. Wonderful joke there. Lovely.
Oh,
lovely stuff.
So there's a bit of confusion apparently on Twitter.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. Should we tweet at DOA Show, or to hashtag arm yourselves, or to hashtag I see what you did there, or
all of
to
them.
At Steven Airey, or
all
to at Dylan Lyles, or to hashtag what I learned today?
All of them.
And the answer is yes.
Yes. The answer is yes to all of those things. I don't know what the confusion is. Yes. The answer is yes. What do you want, man?
Gator, son of a bitch, that music started and the hashtag at Steven Airey started talking, and I shot coke out my nose. And then Steven started talking about how he felt growing up gay. God, I love that Mojo 5 radio so
crap.
damn much.
That audio is gonna get isolated someday.
Oh, you bet your tail. You know what? We have been needing some stuff for promos. We just found it, buddy.
I think there's our 15-second promo right there. Oh, son of a. Oh goodness! And speaking of 15-second promos and everything else, cat coolers.
Cat coolers.
Cat
you
coolers.
Ain't got a cat cooler. You're not ready for summertime, my friend.
That's right. See, cat coolers are not only awesome, but they are rugged. They are made in the United States. They're completely customizable. They have 7 days of keeping your ice cold. 7 days.
You can't beat that with a stick.
Plus, they come in 5 different colors.
What colors would those be?
Oh, they're white, black, yellow.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Black?
Yeah.
Sure it's not African American?
Racist. Yellow, camouflage, and blue on black.
And blue on black. Which
Tears on the River.
Kinky.
Pushed on the shove. Don't mean much.
Oh my goodness!
It's good times. Look, You can customize these things. They're amazing. They keep your ice cold for 7 days. They're made in the United States. What more do you want? You can put Brad's face on the top of the cooler and have young ladies sit on it just for his amusement. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want to these things. Go to catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, to get 10% off on anything you order over there. Catcoolers.com. Go check them out today.
Sorry. They're over on the MeWe's, another thing we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Still showing off the high point, man. High point is the high point of the show. Anyway.
Huh? What?
High point is the high point of the...
Oh, that's on the MeWe's. Yes, it's still going on.
It's still going on. I love it.
Several arrested in Louisiana sex trafficking, face tattooing of minors. Bust.
You want to try that again?
No.
Sure.
Several arrested in Louisiana, sex trafficking, face tattooing of minors. Bust. That is
I feel like there's some punctuation that might be missing.
That is exactly how it was written on the thing.
I know. That's why I wanted you to try it again and I'm looking at it. I was looking at it the whole time, and there's something is missing. There's a comma in the wrong spot.
Look, guys,
or something.
Look, if you're going to put headlines up, at least make them a complete sentence. That's all I'm asking. And this is from freaking Fox News. At least make it a full sentence.
You would think these cats would have this down by now. Have an idea of what to say or how to... Something. Y'all are supposed to be experts.
How about this? In a Louisiana sex trafficking incident where they were face tattooing minors, several have been arrested.
Wonder how they found them.
5 people have been arrested in New Orleans at St. Tammany Parish, accused of sex trafficking girls and not only pimping them out, but searing them with tattoos. No. If you sear somebody, it's not a tattoo. It's
branding.
A brand. That's called branding.
I have a teensy bit of ink and actually might be going for more here this weekend. And yeah, that's not searing. Searing is when you take a brand or you take a brand and you like you would a cow.
Exactly. Also, what everybody has learned just a minute ago, punctuation makes a huge difference.
Yes, it does.
As a result,
you learn that in like 3rd grade.
Ish. Yeah, I know. As a result of the investigation led by the Louisiana State Police, New Orleans police arrested Darnell Johnson, 26, who was charged with 2 counts of tattooing a minor. It's not tattooing, it's branding.
You need to make up their mind. Did they tattoo it or did he brand it?
And contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
I'm not seeing pictures, so I don't know.
They didn't show pictures, and the picture of the guy, he has tattoos all the way up to his chin.
Yeah, he does.
And that's
of course
that just looks so weird. Stop it.
Well, it only really looks weird because he's a really dark guy.
Yeah.
And so it
just looks like it looks like veiny skin.
It does.
That's really odd.
Bless his heart.
Look, I'm really happy that they got these guys. Any sort of sex trafficking, any sort of thing like that, it needs to be busted. It needs to be put out.
But you would think that you would do something a little bit more tactful than, I don't know, tattooing their faces.
Well, I mean, when you're branding them with your brand. Or branding them,
whatever. You would think it would be something a little less obvious.
It's more like, you're mine. And that's...
Yeah, but again, you're committing a federal crime. I pretty much, would be trying to stay a little bit of a low profile, kind of under the radar. Maybe put like a tracking chip like they do, stray dogs or something. That, again, very cruel and bad, but at least no one's going to know unless they wave that little wand in front of it or whatever.
Nobody mentioned Izzo.
I could... Okay. It's just so bad. But again, alleged one of the victims, age 16, was recovered from a New Orleans hotel in February, having allegedly been beaten, raped, and drugged by several male proprietors.
Yes.
Another girl, age 17, is also rescued after having been repeatedly pimped out. The person allegedly gave her tattoos, including one on her left forearm and the other below her left eye. The words numb etched into her flesh.
That's really weird. Come on.
Again, I would probably think of, if you're going to do it, you do it like, on the meaty part of their butt or something where if they're walking in town, you're not going to go, hey, you remember we're looking for people who've got the distinguishing marks that might be part of this ring. Oh, look, I read this and I immediately thought of, what was it? The Wet Bandits from Home Alone.
Uh-huh.
Where they put the sock inside the drain and turned all the faucets on. They're never going to know it's our calling card. It's our calling card.
Yeah. No.
Worked out novel for them too, didn't it?
It worked out great for them. Something else that worked out great? Tesla. Tesla worked out great, didn't it? I mean, it's just amazing.
Tesla is the minus the fact that they are very much a capitalist company. Yeah. It is literally the progressives.
Progressive.
It's the pinnacle of what progressives are after. The all electric car that's actually fun to drive. It's fast.
Sure, yeah, it has all the little bells and whistles that everybody wants.
Yep. Exactly. So I hats off to Tesla.
Exactly. That's the point. Right? Except for the fact that now, in California, Tesla is being penalized for violating hazardous waste laws. See, Tesla has
always something, especially in California. It's always something.
I know it's always something, but it's funny to me. See, Tesla has reached a settlement with the Environmental Protection Agency over the hazardous waste violations that were discovered at their company's factory in Fremont, California. Tesla has agreed to pay $31,000 in penalties, and as part of the settlement, will also buy $55,000 worth of emergency response equipment from the Fremont Fire Department. The EPA says...
Hold on. Wait. No, don't even. No. Stop.
What?
Back that up just a teensy-weensy little bit. So they agreed to pay $31,000 as a penalty.
Sure.
And then they also are going to pay or buy $55,000 worth of emergency response equipment for the local fire department.
Yes.
That last one is a bit odd, but it's a little bit specific.
True.
True. Normally it would be, hey, you pitch in $55,000 for the city as a whole to use what they need to do because they may have to possibly clean up your mess.
Maybe, yeah.
Blah blah. Which we know they don't. Tesla's got their junk nailed down.
This is talking more specific, like.
Yeah, this is very much. This almost sounds like.
They were just getting Tesla to pay for stuff.
Extortion, kind of.
Yeah, this is extortion in California because California has absolutely no money and they can't afford to do their stuff like they should. Going back one story, my dad actually says, no branding of children and no waving of your little wand. I'll see what you did there. The EPA says it performed an unannounced inspection along with the California Department of Toxic Substance Control in the Bay Area Air Quality Management District, or the BAQMD. At Tesla's Fremont factory in 2017, the agency turned up multiple violations in the Federal Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, the IRCRA. The IRCRA.
Okra.
The Okra.
Not okra. It's okra.
It's RCRA.
RCRA.
A set of regulations drawn up in 1976 that gives the agency the authority to control hazardous waste from the cradle to the grave, according to the EPA.
Because that's what we need.
That's what we need.
Is a government entity having control of something from cradle to grave.
Yeah, apparently they did not comply with the RCRA regulations in 3 ways, according to the EPA. And out of those 3 ways, they were charged, $31,000 in penalties and $55,000 donation.
That's so stupid.
Yep, it is very stupid. Tesla, by the way, they don't make as much money as you think they would.
No, and they should be making. Well, it makes sense because there's nothing. The market, as nice as their cars are, and it's not a big market for it right now. People don't
Well, no. And so here's the thing. All right. So to
People
clean
don't want them necessarily. I mean, they do, but they don't. It's
well, let's clear the air here. All right. Okay. Let's clear the air.
Sorry.
Gasoline-powered cars kill the environment less than battery-powered cars.
Okay.
How? Battery-powered cars, the battery goes bad and becomes toxic waste in 10 years. And the fact when it becomes bad, there is nowhere you can place it. There has to be some sort of toxic waste dump site that is then just a massive pollution site for the rest of our eternity.
But it's supposed to be good for the environment because we're not burning fossil fuels.
But you're plugging it into an outlet, which means that you're burning fossil fuels to get electricity to charge your car.
Stop with the...
So you're charging your car with fossil fuels in the form of electricity.
God. You and your facts.
Yeah, me and my facts. So the amount of time it takes you to charge a car for 10 years and then the dump site regulation, batteries on an electric car currently kill the environment more than a gasoline-powered engine.
It's what happens when you try to force things. Don't wait for the technology to catch up and be introduced naturally. No. Let's force it and by guilting people into.
Let's Joe Biden it.
You're violating air emission standards and you're driving this horrible thing. It's killing the ozones and blah blah blah.
Yeah, look, you could just relax, step back, and let it happen, or you can Joe Biden the situation. You know, grab somebody's shoulder, sniff their hair, kiss the top of their head. Any of those things, you can do that. That's fine.
Any of those apply.
But it's not going to help us. It's not going to help the situation.
No,
it's not going to help the environment. Stop forcing yourself on us, Joe Biden.
Gross.
It's unwanted. We don't want it.
On the Twitters. Zig the Trucking Gator. It's Louisiana. Going back to the last story. It's Louisiana. So you'll have to excuse them. I'm a Cajun, yes, but they take Cajun to the ultra stupid level. Hashtag arm yourselves.
That one guy, James, he says, I used to think the same thing about Teslas till I saw one at the Academy a few weeks ago.
Oh, really? Well,
oh, sorry, that was about a high point. That was about a high point gun.
Whoops.
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Also, Siri is what you do to cattle. Just ask AOC.
Asking for a friend. You're awesome.
Asking for a friend, Jack Hole. You're amazing. What is it? Okay. Rocky over on the Facebook says, let's solve a problem that didn't need solving. But not think of the long-term repercussions.
Isn't that that's the government motto right there?
Yeah.
Solving problems that don't exist.
Nicole, I have to correct you. Gasoline is not a dinosaur fuel. It is plant-based matter. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs are awesome, but they have never been our fuel.
Nope. Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak at DOA show. I have a diesel-powered car that can also burn filtered cooking oil, causing the exhaust to smell like McDonald's.
Which is fine, because it's also reusing and recycling. Good job.
I want one of those. Like the old Deuce and a Half you could do that with.
Yes, you can.
I love them.
And lastly, Tesla and SpaceX work together to carry all the dead batteries to the outer regions of the galaxy.
So we can pollute the universe now. You know that'll become a thing.
Oh, that will be a thing.
There's so many other things we were going to get into and we missed out on.
That'll
Go
be
to
tomorrow.
DOAshow.com. Trying to think. Mojo50.com. MojoCon.com.
Oh, yeah. Get all those things.
Go to MojoCon. We're like a month out, y'all. Buy your tickets now. Come out and hang out. I may be there, maybe not. Depends. We might see.
Baby.
Steven will be there for sure.
Yeah, I'll be there. I've got my rooms. I've got my room set up, so I'm good.
I'm getting ready to work on it.
Oh, it's come on, man.
I'm working on it. I gotta find somebody to watch the kids.
Do it. Get it done.
Working on it. Guys, thank you so much for listening. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Later.
Good night.